Here we are on the cusp of 2K's latest release, NBA 2K24, so I thought to myself, why not take a stroll down memory lane and discuss things that I didn't like about NBA 2K23. So ladies and gentlemen, I now present to you NBA 2K23. Why the hell do I need to ride around town with a Super Saiyan Glizzy BBC hot dog hat on my head just to get some skill points for my player? The best way to grind badges was in park missions and not my career games. You know what I'm talking about? Those parks that were kind of outside of the arena where you had to take on different NBA players. It was annoying because they would only spawn at certain times. Why do I have to find Ronnie 2K in some corner of the city just for my rebirth build? I don't want to talk to him. Just give it to me. I am absolutely positive that all my bigs are going to feel me on this one. Interior defense did not exist in NBA 2K23. Or how about when you run rec with randoms and you get that one little diva because you didn't pass him the ball once, he gives up on the team and decides to stand on the sideline and make you play 4v5 until you guys lose? Why is there inflation on VC prices? It's a digital product they've been using since NBA 2K23. Nothing has changed about it, so why does it cost more? When you spend all your money on a game only for it to go on sale or be free on PS Plus 3 months later. The 2K community already contains some of the most low IQ people, so I'm curious, why does the bailout badge exist?
What the fuck is this piece of shit?
It literally promotes stupidity. Stupidity that somehow always ends up on my team when I run with randoms. Load into the city and it's just lagging everywhere for a good 10 to 30 seconds. For the love of God, I don't know why you're allowed to sit on a server idle for more than 5 minutes. Those people that just be standing by the subway, y'all just be clogging up the servers and slowing it down for the rest of us. Go do something. I'm genuinely curious why some of y'all run zones and rec. Just kidding, I know the answer. It's because you and your friend group are too trash to play Pro-Am. I mean, seriously, if you were really that good, go play comp. Nope. Instead, what you decide to do is get a 5-stack and then hop on rec and beat up on a bunch of people who are just a bunch of randoms playing together. Whenever there's an update for this game, you download it, boot up the game, and then it asks you to return to the menu for another update? Why are there pop-ups in this game? Soon as you boot up NBA 2K23, you get a pop-up. If you back out of a game mode, you get a pop-up, and it's usually promoting the new game. What is this, a free-to-play game? And the worst part is, the menus are constantly freezing, and that doesn't matter what game mode you in. You could be in the city, you could just be on the main menu, it freezes. Why do I have to ride a janky-ass skateboard around town just to purchase a new t-shirt for my character? Bring back the stores and the menus. I just want to press start and buy something. I don't want to have to drive across town. Me and my friends are trying to ball. 2K23 has the worst descriptions for player builds. The person you're guarding will be labeled a passing inside scorer, but you gotta find out the hard way they got a 92 3 ball when they pop a couple threes in your face. You gotta pop Gatorades and boosts like Skittles just to compete online. 1, 2, 3 dribble moves and I'm tired already. I prayed the My Builder in 2K24 was fixed because everyone was a 6'8", 6'9" demigod in 2K23 and it made things boring. 80% of the 2K community still doesn't know how to icon pass. 50% of the 2K community still doesn't know how to box out for a rebound. Why are 2K content creators some of the worst at extracting info on a new game? True story. I was in a Twitter Spaces just listening the other day. They were speculating on NBA 2K24, a bunch of prominent 2K content creators, and the game director, Mike Wang, came into the Twitter Spaces to speak. Now, what happened is a content creator came up and got to ask Mike Wang a question, and instead of asking a question about something about the game, like how does it play, the new badge, whatever you want to know about the game, this man said to Mike Wang, he was like, and he was yelling, by the way, I got secondhand embarrassment listening to this shit. He said, hey, Mike, he sounded just like this. I'm not even trying to be funny. But Mike Wang, man, you remember me, Mike Wang? Mike Wang, man, I started making NBA 2K YouTube videos back in 2020, man. Look at me now, 2023. Bro, I'm up. I know you're proud of me, Mike Wang. Cloud me up. I'm like, bro, this is what there was thousands of people in the Twitter Spaces, by the way. I'm like, this is what you're using the space for. There's limited information about the game. These y'all heroes? Now, the crazy thing about 2K is it is a team-based game, but what's funny is nobody ever wants to speak on the mic until you miss a couple shots. Then they hop on the mic and tell you the worst player ever, and they use all a bunch of different type of words that I'm not gonna repeat in this video. Or are endorsement deals in my career getting worse and worse each year? You'll become the face of Jordan in NBA 2K, and all that'll get you is an extra 20 VC per my career game. Why do I need to be in the studio with J. Cole just to play my basketball game? When will y'all add more daily spin slots in the city? Better yet, why do we have to wait in line for a daily spin on a prize? Just put it in the menu. Why are there still no 5v5 courts in the park? How come body types don't affect the gameplay? I'm sorry, but a center who chooses a slender build shouldn't box out as well as someone with a wider build. The fuck does a magic carpet have to do with a basketball video game? You open up the city and motherfuckers just zooming and zipping all over the place like Aladdin with a damn magic carpet. And if they ain't on the magic carpet, they looking like a Dykeman in New York City because everybody on motorbikes and shit. When will 2K add physics to their skateboard? It's the least you can do for making me use it all the time in the city. Anyone notice when you turn left or right on the board, it never bends inward or outward like a real skateboard? Why are there so many NPCs in the city? They serve no purpose. What makes games like Grand Theft Auto great is because when you walk up on an NPC, they'll say something funny or they'll give you a mission. They add something to the game. There's literally just people walking around, standing. They don't say anything. They barely do any animations. All it's doing is slowing down the server. This one's for my rec warriors. Why do you come to the rec if you're gonna play boyfriend ball? Don't know what boyfriend ball is? Allow me to elaborate. Boyfriend ball is when a 2-stack shows up in the rec and they don't pass the ball to their other 3 teammates. They just pass it to each other. Therefore, they're playing boyfriend ball. Why is there no option to avoid Wi-Fi warriors like in fighting games? If a Wi-Fi warrior is on your team or they on the other team, you might as well just put 2 anchors on your feet because you ain't gonna be moving too fast. Every year 2K comes out and every year it's a batch of you complaining about how bad your face scan came out. 2K does have a lot of problems, but I must admit, I have never had a problem with a face scan in this game. Cameras require light. You cannot do a face scan in your homie's basement who has not paid the light bill and then get upset because your face scan came out ugly. There are ads all over the city, which is annoying, but the worst part is the ad revenue 2K accepts isn't even on brand for basketball. Like, why is there a Mobile One store in the city? What the fuck does motor oil have to do with a basketball video game? It costs $1 million to get a tattoo. It costs $100 million to play my team. I can't stand that glitch where I turn the music off so I don't get a copyright strike on stream, and then the music turns itself back on whenever I reboot the game. 2K claims this is the most realistic basketball game, but how come when I play with WNBA teams, the arena is full of fans? Seasons are so trash in 2K. It is a $70 game. Stop breaking up the content that we already paid for. Agent 3s is one of the worst badges ever created.
My disappointment is immeasurable, and my day is ruined.
That badge had everyone consistently fading from the 3-point line like it was going out of style. And those were just a few things TBH could not stand about NBA 2K23. The following segment stars you, the viewer. TBH asked on Twitter, what are some things that you disliked about NBA 2K23? And here's what you, the viewer, had to say. Jake says, shot timing makes no sense. It's constantly changing all over the place. Mixie said, theater doesn't allow squads 3v3 and some other modes not giving you the same amount of rep as normal park games. It's like trading rep for quicker games. Then Sensei followed up that tweet by replying, yeah, and the worst part is, it's all for just 100 VC. Chris says, it's impossible to create spacing in this game. And if I could personally add a little bit more onto that, it goes back to what I was talking about earlier when everybody had that 6'8", 6'9" demigod. Because everybody's tall as hell in the game, it messed up the spacing on the court. Dexter says, Tony Hawk Pro Skater style missions in a basketball simulator? Sure, that makes perfect sense in a bizarro world. Bonnie said, limitless takeoff. I hate that badge so much. You can play the best defense on a man and he will magically fly right in front of you to the paint. Raheem says, if we're being honest, the game isn't bad. It's the community. It's by far the worst community and the most toxic. Dime says, when my teammates miss me being wide open. Mr. Carl says, first month of the game, I didn't know if I was playing 2K, Tony Hawk's Pro Skater, Dance Dance Revolution, or Madden. And it's clearly Madden, by the way, and everyone's in a deep corner. Niall says this annoying shit, which this picture, by the way, is in reference to what I believe was the Michael Jordan dunk package. If not, whatever dunk package it is, if you played 2K23, you've seen this animation. It was an automatic score. It actually goes in tandem with earlier what that dude was saying about limitless takeoff, not being able to defend it. Combined with that animation, yeah, you're done. Money Lee says having a 99 block means absolutely nothing. And Tate the Great says, when a sleeve costs 2,000 VC? Thank you to all the viewers who submitted things they didn't like about NBA 2K23. If you want to appear in a future video, then be sure to follow TBH on Twitter at The Black Hokage. There will be a link in the description box below. Now, if you made it this far into the video, then that means you enjoyed hearing me rant about shit I don't like. So why not watch some previous episodes of Shit I Don't Like by clicking the card on the screen and hooking a brother up with some of that quality watch time.